All right, welcome back, everyone. Spring is here. Many folks already dealing with outdoor and indoor allergies. Many of those allergens likely in your home. Joined right now by Russ Harlow of Advanta Clean to give us a healthy home checklist. Welcome, Russ.
Hey, thanks very much for having us.
I'm excited. We can kind of think of this maybe as spring cleaning for your home when it comes to allergies, yeah?
Right. At Advanta Clean, we recognize that while we're happy to have spring and it's the warm weather and the but it also adds moisture and heat, and that's a breeding ground for germs, bacteria, and mold.
All right. So yeah, you mentioned it's tough to keep all the allergens out, right? They're going to get inside your home. So where can you start to clean them up?
So one of the things that we think about is the bottoms of our shoes. When we come into our house, I remember at my grandma's house, we had to take our shoes off at the door and leave them there and walk around in our stocking feet. When you think about everywhere you've been during the day, whether it's the office, public restrooms, walking around at the park where people walk their dogs, you might be bringing some of those things in. And so at Advanta Clean, we suggest using steam to clean some of your floors. This is one that's available for retail. This is has exchangeable pads that you can use, and you're not adding chemicals to your floor. You're doing it clean. You can steam cleans 99% of all germs and contaminants.
So steam is the real deal. If you want to get things clean, go with steam.
Absolutely.
That's a nice little motto there. Not too bad. All right. So after that, where else would you move to? I know we can talk about some really tough stuff. When I say tough, I mean disgusting things with your bathroom and your bedroom. So go ahead and break that down.
Sure. Well, in the bathroom, we realize that there's a tub, a shower, a sink, a toilet. There's tons of water, tons of moisture. Moisture is always a breeding ground for bacteria and mold. So some of the things that you can do is, before you get out of the shower, towel off in the tub so you don't drench that bath mat that's sitting there and never really dries, especially that underside. When you're putting hang up your towel, hang it up on a bar so it's nice and even and it doesn't kind of sit there. If you hang it on a hook, a lot of times those folds and creases won't dry out. If you have the sink, you can dry that off after you're cleaning it up. And I can't emphasize this enough, make sure that exhaust fan is running. Get that steam and that moisture out of that bathroom so nothing else can grow. And make sure it doesn't vent to the attic, but outside the home.
Do you think it's a good idea to clean out your vents during the springtime? Maybe just to knock anything out that may have built up over the winter? Sure.
Your heating and ventilation system's kind of the respiratory system for your whole house.
Right.
And so if you want to have an HVAC professional come in, make sure your system is functioning properly, and after that happens, have Advanta Clean come in. We can clean up your ducts. These brushes go in,
that'll do
and we clean those things out, dislodge anything that's stuck in there, and we suggest doing that maybe every 2 years.
Okay. Well, listen, you're the expert, so I want to ask you, if we were going to go in your home, what would you start with first? What would you make sure is clean?
Oh, so one of the things that it's everywhere is dust, and so we worry about that. Now, a good way to clean up dust is to use a simple microfiber towel. You keep it dry, you don't spray any chemicals on it, because when you do, you're just kind of spreading around more contaminants, right? And those chemicals, when you put them on a surface, can actually attract more dust. And you just clean that surface. That's not what you're looking for. And then the other thing, when we talk about dust, we think about dust mites. So that brings us into the bedroom, and we have to think about, some people have suggested maybe just not making your bed altogether to kind of let things air out. But at Advanta Clean, we don't want mom to be angry, So what we suggest is maybe just kind of fold down that blanket, the sheets, let it dry out, evaporate a little bit after breakfast. Go back, make your bed. If you're more susceptible to allergies, one thing that you want to do is clean your bedding more frequently. Clean your pillows, replace your pillows every couple of years. And you can also use, once those sheets and bedding is off, you can vacuum it off. Use a HEPA vacuum.
Hey, Russ, we don't want to make mom mad. Good advice all around, and we'll have all this up at our website, so folks want to go back and reference it. It'll be there, good to go. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Russ Harlow, Advanta Clean. We've been working hard cleaning over here, Laura, so we might need lunch after.